Hey guys, it's Ifter, and I'm back with Corpse Party Book of Shadows, in the room where the little boy is, where bad things happen if you talk to him. I'm gonna ignore him and just go to the pulley. His exact purpose is unknown, but there's a large conspicuous lever attached to it. Probably couldn't hurt to pull this, right? Why not? Lever slides down easily. Did that do anything? I don't know, just get back here. With pleasure. That was way down this way. We gonna save. We gonna save. The lever appears to have opened a trap door on the wall just wide enough for a person to fit through. It's like this goes somewhere. I don't like it though. It gives me the creeps. Even more than the pool or that classroom. Yeah, but there's a chance it might lead outside. Alright, I'll go first to make sure it's safe. You wait here. No way am I letting you go by yourself. When it comes to ghosts and curses, you're about as clueless as they come. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's a good room of fun. Good things. There's a box over there. What's this? It's an old space heater. Fortunately, without fuel, there's no way to light it. Yeah. Turning the dials accomplishes nothing. Without electricity, it's just a box. Wasn't the sound of TV static audible from the hall only a few moments ago? I see you, box in the corner. I see you. Don't worry. It's a small chest of some sort. What the heck is this? Sure, why not? It's a small, finely detailed accessory case made from tortoiseshell. Its design is long outdated, but the quality of its craftsmanship suggests it must have been very expensive back in the day. Slightly shaking it produces a loud, distinct rattle. There's definitely something in there. Based on the sound and the light weight of this thing, it's gotta be really tiny. Not sure if we'll need whatever it is, but we might as well take it with us just in case. Huh? A noise from inside the closet. Bitter. It's bitter. It's wearing down my back teeth. Crunch, crunch, crunch. That's why I said we should stop this. I want to go to karaoke again, but not with all those aphids around. My toenails are gone, so I can't walk. Quickly turned around to find Shinozaki excitedly mumbling something to herself in a low tone. Her whole body was slanted with her head leaning against the wall. She was completely focused on one specific section of empty floor. Shinozaki? Mind your own business, goddammit! What? What do you mean? Should I have not taken this chest or something? What's wrong? Shinozaki then began repeatedly banging her head against the wall. The motion was almost rhythmic, as if in time with the ticks of a clock or a metronome. Hey, cut it out! What the hell's wrong with you? Always, you always do this. What was it you said? Because we're friends? I can take care of myself. What's with that look? You just hold on a second. My throat is burning up. It stinks. It's rancid. I have to run. Why would you do this to me? You're my sister. Well, you can die too. After stumbling around almost drunkenly for a few moments, Shinozaki suddenly took off running. She leaped through the trap door and out into the hall. What the hell was that all about? Wait, it's no time to be sitting around. I gotta go find her. She's certainly an interesting specimen. Who's there? You, oh hi. Not certain where she came from, nor when or how she got here. She seemed to be about the same age as me. She looked mostly normal, but her eyes were much less vibrant than they should have been, appearing flat and lifeless like those of a dead fish. Her name was Naho Sanoki.
霊能者兼
I guess you
物
could
書
say I'm a
兼
medium
高校
come
生とい
writer
ったと
come
ころ
high
でしょ
school
うか。
student. Or something like that.
生前は
Or I was
という注
anyway.
釈付きですけど。
When I was alive.
生前
And you were alive? Are you telling me you're a
遺
ghost?
憾ながらそういうことに
Regrettably,
な
that's
ります。
exactly what I am.
てめえも
You one of the little bastard's friends then?
篠崎に
The
何
hell
し
did
や
you
が
do
っ
to
た
Shinozaki?
俺たちをこ
Why
ん
did you
なと
trap
こに
us in
閉じ
here in
込
the
めて
first place?
あら、
Oh
そ
my,
れ
I
は
think
誤
there's been a
解です。
misunderstanding.
どちらかといえば
I, like
私
you,
も
am
被害
essentially a
者。
victim. There's a little more to it than that, of
それだ。
course.
そっか
Oh. So you were trapped here too then, and you,
それより今の彼女、
More importantly
大し
right
た
now,
才
the
能
girl
をお
who
持
just
ちの
ran
よ
out
う
of
で。
here seems to have quite a gift.
そうだ
Oh
篠崎
yeah, Shinozaki!
待ちなさい。
Wait, please.
あなたが彼
If
女
you
と
wish to have
長
a
く
place
付
at
き
our
合う
side
つ
for
も
a
り
long
なら
time to come,
私の
I believe
話
it
を
would be
聞いておくの
advantageous
は
for you to
損に
listen
な
to
ら
my
ないと。
advice.
付き合
At
う
her side for a long time to come.
手短に頼
Alright,
むぜ
but can you make it quick?
その
Such
冷
a
静な
firm, cool
判断、
response is
好
very
感、
telling.
で
Well, I'm
篠
listening.
崎の才能
So
っ
what's
て
this about Shinozaki being gifted?
霊媒や巫女、シャ
You're
ーマン
familiar
と
with
い
the
えば分
concepts
か
of
りやすいで
spiritual
しょうか。
mediums, shrine maidens, and shamans, no?
自然科学では定義し
They're all
づらい
people
お
with the
ぼろな
ability to
存
lend
在。
their bodies to
要
beings
する
that
に
natural
霊
science
や
can't
神
quite
といったもの
classify.
に自分の
Beings you would
体を
call
貸して
spirits,
権
or
限させ
gods.
口寄せとか神下ろしとか
They're
悪
people
魔
who
つき
take
と
part
か
in
言われる
channeling
行いをす
rituals.
るものです。
Basically possession, much like the demonic sort you see in movies.
イタコンみたいなもんか
So, kind of like the Itako from traditional folklore then. Sure, I know exactly what that is. Sure.
ええ、あ
Exactly.
なたも見たよう
You've
に
seen it, no?
彼女はこの
Your
場に
friend
吹
can
き
take
溜
in
ま
the
ってい
thoughts
た
of
死
the
者た
dead
ちの
that
思念
float
を
about
取り
in
込ん
these
で
cursed
アウト
halls
プットしていまし
and
た。
output them through her own body.
いくらこの天神小学
And
校
no,
が
I said
特別な
thoughts,
状態
not
にあるとはい
spirits.
え、
They aren't
霊その
souls,
も
but
ので
rather
は
the
な
loose
く、
remnants of
こ
broken
んな残り
minds.
かすのような思
Heavenly
念。
Host is a frighteningly unique place.
私が見てきた中では、かな
So
り
she
の
is
才能
indeed
と言
able
っ
to
て
channel
差し
them.
支
Take
え
it
な
from
いと
me.
思い
She
ま
has a
す。
very powerful gift.
そんなもんが才能だっ
Can you
て
really call that a gift? She's
あい
not
つは
like
あん
you,
た
you
と
know.
ここを抜け出すつもりなら、
Perhaps not.
た
If
だ
you
の
intend to
無
escape from
無
here,
力な人間より
these
も
talents of
有利
hers
だと
could
思い
prove
ます
most
けれども。
advantageous.
ただし
Provided, of course, she learns to control them.
制御
Control them?
あれが
Well,
自
you
分
saw
をコ
what
ントロール
happened.
している
She
状
wasn't in
態だ
control
と
at
思う。
all, but rather being controlled by the thoughts of another.
彼女は抜群に感度
Think
が
of it as
高
if
い
she
ア
had
ンテ
an
ナを
enormous antenna
頭
on
に
her head
24
with
時間
impeccable
くっつけてい
reception,
るようなも
24
の。
hours a day.
でも周波数を
Except
選
that
ぶど
antenna
ころ
was
か
missing not
ス
only
イ
any
ッ
means
チ
of
のオン
changing
オフの仕
frequency,
方さえ
but
ま
any
だ
sort
身
of
に
on-off
つけていな
switch
い。
as well.
あのままではいずれ
At this
回
rate,
線
she's
が
bound
シ
to
ョート
short
して
circuit
壊
and
れ
break
てしまう
down.
か、
Or
受
worse
信した
still,
電波を垂れ流す
she
だ
might
けの
lose
ガ
her
ラク
sense
タ
of
になって
self
し
and
まうか。
essentially become a mindless radio.
篠崎が
Are you saying there's no way to get her back?
さあ、ど
I
う
don't
でし
know.
ょう。
Who's to say?
それは
That
彼
all
女
depends
と
on her
あなた
and
次
on
第。
you.
な頼む
Well, then come with me and help me save her, please.
ごめんなさい。
I'm
それは
sorry,
で
I
きま
can't
せ
do
ん。
that. You see, I'm
私も
also
私
trying
の
to
大
find
切
someone
な
who's
人を
important to
探し
me.
私がしてあげられる
I've
の
done all
は
I can
これ
for
くらい
you.
です。
Whether this experience
もっ
ends well or
これ
gets
がいい
worse,
方へ
again,
転が
depends
るか
entirely on you
その
both.
逆か。
I wish you the best of luck.
お
Oh goody, another one. This was the big one. I literally couldn't stand up. I fell to my knees on the floor. I couldn't even tell you how long it lasted. It felt like it would never end. But eventually, little by little, it did subside. I stood back up and surveyed my surroundings. But as expected, the ghost of the girl was nowhere to be seen anymore. This particular quake felt like it shook the very foundation of the entire building. Shinozaki was all I had on my mind. She was in serious danger.
なんだかわかん
I
ない
just
け
don't
ど
know
よ
what the hell is going on anymore.
だけど
But there's one thing I do
あいつ
know,
だ
is
けは
that I have
守
to
んな
be
きゃ
there
なん
for
ね
her,
んだ
no matter what.
篠崎
Okay. This is where I run into Mayu, right?
ったく
You know what really pisses me off, though?
俺のこ
That
と
she
心
kept
霊
talking
現
to
象
me as
素
if I
人
were
みたいに
totally
言いやがったく
ignorant
せ
about
に
psychic phenomena. Like a complete dimwit.
自分があんなざまになっ
Look
ち
what
まっちゃ
happened to her. Too gifted for her own good, if you ask me.
そうだったんだ。
Wow, sounds like you and Shinozaki have had a pretty rough time in here too.
鈴本も一
Well,
人で
you
よく
seem to
頑張
have
った
done
な
pretty well for being by
森重
yourself.
は一緒じゃねえのか
Shouldn't Morishige have been with you though? Yeah, but he's not. I've been trying to find him. Well, seeing
ま
how
あ
cool and collected he is, I'm
あいつの
sure
こ
he's
とだから
fine,
どうせ無事だ
wherever he is.
幽霊見てさ
I mean, if he sees a ghost, he'll probably just furrow his brow and be all like,
させるな
you remind me of a
とか
Shakespeare
言
sonnet
って
or something,
ミ
you
ケ
know?
俺と鈴本がこうして会え
Since
た
you
ん
and I
だ
ran into one another
あい
already,
つとも
I
す
know
ぐ
you'll
に
find
会え
him
るっ
sooner
て
or later.
そ
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm sure I'll come across him eventually.
ま
Though I guess there are a lot more places to look, and I'm always back in one piece again.
でも一人
But
で
there are
探す
two of us.
二人で
A
探
two
す
pair of
方が
eyes are
絶
better
対
than one.
だな
There we go.
いつもの
That's
鈴
more
本ら
like
し
the
くなってきたじゃ
Suzumoto
ね
we
え
all know
の
and love.
じゃあ気合
Okay,
い入
then,
れ
let's
て
give
みん
us
なを
everything we
探しに
got
行
and
くか
find our friends. You bet.
しげに
Shig, I know you're
近く
somewhere
にいること
nearby.
は分かったんだ
That's
から
enough to keep me going. I'll find you, I swear.
とその
But
前に
before we set off, I call a bathroom break.
お前な
Seriously?
ごめん
Sorry.
ずっと
I've
怖
been
くて
so scared and
緊張
nervous
して
since we
たんだ
got here. I guess it's taken its toll on my stomach.
中が
I get this way before production sometimes too.
そんじゃ
Fair enough.
それもついでに
Guess
探
we'll keep
す
an eye out
か
for a restroom on our way then. They're not letting me walk on my own at all. There's a gap in the floor here. The board has been laid across it as a makeshift bridge, but it's a bit unstable after the quake. Best to cross with care. Yeah, I'm not in control of this at all. The stairwell is completely packed with desks, making it virtually impassable. Fortunately, that last earthquake seems to have knocked many of them loose. Two people working in tandem, it shouldn't take very long to clear a path.
この机どう
What do
し
we do
よう
with all
か
these desks, Kishinuma?
無理すりゃこのまま
We
でも
could just
通れる
climb
かも
over
し
them
れ
with a
ない
little effort, but they might all come crashing down if we make one wrong move.
うん
Yeah, let's move them out of the way. Bathroom time!
よかった
Yay, we found the little girl's room. If you'll excuse me for a minute then.
うん近
Sure,
くにいるか
I'll
ら
wait nearby. If
な
anything
んかあった
happens,
ら
just call out.
ちょっと離れててよ
Don't wait too close though, okay? It'd be kind of embarrassing if you know, heard me. This is gonna be bad. Guess my stomach must be in pretty bad shape. Almost there. Sigh.
使えるトイレが
So
あって
glad there
よ
was
か
a
っ
usable
た
toilet in here.
よいしょっと
Right, good to go. What's this?
どっかにお腹ぶつけたのか
Okay.
な
Did I hit my stomach on something? It's all red. When did this happen? How? Even if I had hit my stomach on something, whoever heard of someone's belly getting bruised? Took a closer look and found myself momentarily breathless. What?
なんなの
What in the world happened to me? The reddish-purple bruise was like fault lines emanating out in 4 directions, with my belly button serving as the epicenter. It almost looked like a weirdly colored spider web attached to my skin.
どうした
What's wrong?
なんでもない
Nothing. I'll be on in a sec.
お待たせ
Yeah,
超すっきり
the weird flash thing showing text, but I think it's because I did the thing that I did at the beginning, where I accidentally pushed a button. Sorry to keep you waiting. I feel much better now.
おう
Glad to hear it.
それより岸沼
Didn't I
君
tell you to keep your distance?
え
What?
いや
I did.
鈴
You
本
were
が
just
でけ
kind
え
of
声
loud
出
there
した
for
か
a
ら来た
second.
んだよ
You seem startled. Is everything okay?
ごめんごめん
Oh, yeah. Sorry to have worried you.
岸
So,
沼
how
君はいい
about
の
you?
トイ
Are
レ
you good on the bathroom situation, or do you need to go too?
ああ
Well, the boys' room is
男
kind
子
of
便所に入ると
occupied.
よなん
When
か
you open the stall door, there's this guy's voice that yells out, "Shut the goddamn door!"
落ち着けないね
Oh, I can see how that might make it tough to go.
篠崎さ
Well,
ん
let's
探
just
しま
put
しょ
that
う
out of our minds for now and focus on finding Shinozaki, okay?
おう
Sounds good. Oh, bathroom ghost.
なんで私
Why am I not saying anything to him about the bruise on my stomach? Is it because I'd be too embarrassed to show it to a boy?
恥ずかしいから
No, that's not it. Well, mine was racing, with worst case scenarios popping into my head one after another. I kept hoping this was all my imagination, all nothing but a nightmare. But it sure felt real. And that was the scariest thing of all. Maybe I was sick. Maybe I needed to go to the hospital. I couldn't stand all this uncertainty. But I didn't say anything about it. I just walked with Kishinuma all throughout the school building in search of Shinozaki. I thought maybe if I went with him, I might run into Shig along the way, or at least find some clue as to his whereabouts, but no such luck. Our search eventually led us back down to the first floor. Having covered all our other bases, we set our sights on the pool, but just as we approached the locker room, hey, did you hear that? Yeah, it came from in there. A girl who looked to be around middle school age had been laid flat on the floor. Both her arms were bound, and her eyes and mouth were covered with sash-like strips of cloth. She was obviously being held against her will. She was kicking both legs and writhing all around, frantically trying to break loose from her bindings, but it didn't seem likely that she would succeed. Oh God, we have to save her! It was only after saying this that I noticed the bruises on her legs. Those weird markings look an awful lot like the ones on my stomach. Or am I just paranoid? Regardless of what caused them, or how they might relate to my own injuries, this girl had markings like rope burns clearly visible on her slender thighs. They were peculiar bruises that looked almost like letters, as if they signified something that was just beyond our ability to decipher. Hey, Earth to Suzumoto! Ah, sorry. Hang in there, I'm going to loosen those bindings right now. Wait, stop! Take a closer look, this isn't going to be so easy. Kishinuma grabbed my arm to hold me back. I was a bit confused, but did as he suggested, and it didn't take me long to see the problem. The strips of cloth holding this girl to the floor actually seemed to be rolls of gauze. No bound her like this really did a number. Gauze was stretched haphazardly all across the room's furnishings. Several strands of it were then projected upward at the top of the nearest cubby shelf, where they were wrapped around the neck of a plaster bust. And from there, they extended up to the ceiling, where they were wrapped tightly around the handle of a bucket suspended in the air, suspended right above the girl. In other words, if we pulled on any bandages the wrong way or moved any desks, the plaster bust might fall, and if that happened, the bucket would spill right onto her. I wonder what the hell is in there. Maybe it's nothing. But what if it's not? Help! The girl was thrashing wildly, unable to move or see, and too scared to call out. Sadly, this wasn't helping at all. It only served to pull the plaster bust closer and closer to the edge of the shelf. It was impossible to say whether or not she had any inkling of the threat that loomed literally right above her head. It seemed increasingly likely this was the intent behind the trap. If the victim attempted to escape, she would only wind up killing herself. What do we do? What can we do? Don't panic. We just need to find some way of getting that bucket down from the ceiling. Can you reach, though? I think we should remove the bandages on her face first and try to calm her down. Either way, there's no time to lose. We have to do something. We have to do it now. Well, you know what I'm doing. Let's go for that bucket. You can worry about the bandages later, but if that bucket falls, it's all over. We gotta do something about it. Pronto. You're right. Okay, I'll hold down the statue on the shelf then. Alright, I'll try to get that bucket down. Make sure you hold on tight. Be careful. Ah, damn it. I can just barely touch the bottom of it. I can't get anywhere near the handle. Don't try anything funny with it or it might spill. I know. God forbid there's sulfuric acid in there or something. The slightest spill would mean game over. Try stacking a few desks or chairs. Yeah, I think that might be your only option here. What the hell? Every single one is stuck fast to the floor. They won't budge. It's brought to mind all the doors and windows that were so firmly frozen in place. Might as well have been cement walls. I didn't need convincing. I knew what Kishinuma said was true. Those desks and chairs weren't going anywhere. I had no other choice but to step in. Kishinuma, how about I piggyback on your shoulders on top of the desks? But you're wearing a skirt. Now's not the time to worry about that. We need to get this done before the statue falls, right? Got it. What the hell's wrong with this desk? The floor buckled or something? Don't worry, Suzumoto, I've got you. Just focus on what you're doing. Okay. I swallowed nervously, then reached my hands over my head, careful not to make any sudden movements. I could reach the bucket's handle just fine. Now all that remained was untying it and getting it down without spilling whatever happened to lie within. What? What the hell's in here? It's really heavy. Whatever it definitely wasn't liquid. This was a solid, tangible weight. It felt almost as if the whole thing was filled to the brim with lead. I tried my hardest to maintain balance while adjusting this unexpected new mass in my hands, but I can't. It was no use. The bucket was slipping loose from my grip, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Inevitably, my hands gave out, and the bucket was airborne. Someone had coated it in soapy water or oil, making it virtually impossible to hold on to. Whoever set this trap had apparently anticipated this very scenario, planned for it accordingly. We were meant to find this girl. We were meant to try rescuing her, and we were meant to fail miserably. This is all one big joke to someone. The bucket flipped over in midair, raining its contents down on the victim below. Directly onto her face. Could we not look at her? Her cries only lasted for 1 or 2 seconds. They were followed by a few convulsions in her legs and then stillness. Thousands of assorted nails, razors, scissors, and tacks all struck the poor girl's face, piercing her soft cheeks and eyes and filling her mouth. It took almost no time at all for what was left of her pale, perfect skin to be dyed crimson. Why? I did this. I killed her. You mental? This isn't our fault. God, no, it wasn't meant to be this way. Sorry, please, forgive me. Forgive me. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that was a bad end. So I don't actually know who that character is. But I am out of time, so we won't get to find out until next time. So until then, everybody, take care.